The following is a disclaimer. We are too brown and down, but introduce ourselves as Brown Boys Are Us in the beginning of the podcast. We found out that Brown Boys Are Us was already taken by another group after recording this episode.
Fuck those dudes.
Please disregard that part of the introduction.
Not the fuck those dudes part, but the introduction part.
Roll the intro music.
Blast off! Ah, fucking beach. Alright.
And welcome to episode 10 of Brown Boys Are Us. I'm your host, Ram. This is my compadre, Lata.
Lata!
And we're so happy to have you here today.
That was good.
Well, you ruined it now.
Why? Oh, you're going still? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You fucked it up.
Go ahead.
Well, without further ado, this is episode 10, the big 1-0. So we wanted to do something a little special for you guys. And what's more special than our personal lives? So we'll start with life updates. Shoot, you better get that fucking thing.
Okay, fine.
All right, Lata, give us a life update. What do you got going on for you right now? So it's been, since episode 00, it's been about, what would you say, 2 months? Since we started?
Yeah, just roughly about 2 months.
So 2 months.
Yeah. What do I have going for me right now?
Yeah,
Dude, I'm on deployment, bro.
Okay.
For like the past 2 months now.
Damn.
You know how crazy that is? But in all seriousness,
Boy, you don't have a serious bone in your body.
I decided to change my lifestyle and
Oh, really? How?
and go to the gym more often, eat a little bit more healthier.
How are you eating more healthier?
Healthily. I'm choosing to not eat meat.
Oh.
Yeah, so I haven't eaten meat in now, I think, almost a month. I think this week is my 3rd week. And I've lost, I think, like 6 pounds since the last time or the first time I weighed myself, so...
Don't forget,
good
kids,
progress.
Dieting starts in the kitchen. Wait, sorry. Abs start in the kitchen.
Is it? Abs?
Yeah,
Oh.
abs. That's like the mantra.
Mantra?
The mantra. Welcome to A Lot of Words with Lata.
God.
Mantra, like the motto. The saying.
Like
Why do you know that?
Whose line is this anyway?
Oh,
Whose line is
that
it?
is?
What is that from? What are you talking about?
Mantra?
I know what you're talking about, mantra, but what are you talking about? How
It
do you
just
use
sounded
that?
really familiar.
Oh, it's from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah. Once you said the actual title, I was like, it is from that. I don't know. You're getting better with
stupid.
references than I'm used to.
Okay, tell me what mantra is.
I just told you. It's like a motto.
Oh, it's a motto?
What's
Okay.
the matter with you?
That's good.
Nice.
So yeah. So I stopped eating meat. I have cut down my snacking to 1 day. One whole day.
In which he snacks
Literally the day.
profusely throughout the day.
Like, my last cheat day, it was like, I was still working, and it was like 12, or it was, midnight. What is it? I can't.
It's like 12.
How do you civilian this? Yeah, it was like 12:10 in the
Balls
morning,
10.
night, whatever.
Balls 10 for the military out there.
Yeah. And I was already eating a fucking bag of Cheetos.
Yeah.
He was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Dude, my cheat day started like 10 minutes ago." Fuck you.
He had it ready in his back pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of bad shit that day. That was not probably...
Conducive.
Yeah. Dude, alright. You know what? Fine, I'm gonna give that. What the hell does conducive mean?
Ooh! Welcome.
Do.
Welcome to A Lot of Words with Lata.
Oh.
Conducive is just like beneficial or helping towards your general goal.
You said it is conducive, or it's not?
It wouldn't be conducive.
It wouldn't be, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been touching my left breast this whole time because fucking.
You heard it here. Culata said he has breast.
It gives out Milo.
What?
You don't know what that is.
You got
For all you Filipino listeners out there, Milo.
What's Milo?
It's chocolate milk, but it's like a energy, like a chocolate milk energy drink. So it's like the fucking logo is a dude kicking a soccer ball. Like,
okay.
Anyways, going back to that. So yeah, the diet. Not from the last time we recorded, but before that, I've decided to quit smoking as well. So it'd be like, I think March. I started in March, April, May, June. So it's 3 months now. So I quit that, and some other goals, I guess. Just kind of like buy all the shit that I want to be at home. And my GoPro fell on the floor.
Good thing we have secondary camera right here.
Good thing we have our chato mom.
Yeah. Thanks. We have our tech assistant in the back playing video games. She helps out when stuff falls.
So yeah, I'm just kind of buying the things I'm gonna buy the things I need or want. So when I get home, it's already there. And yeah, I'm trying to lose weights. I'm trying to lose 10 more pounds.
Before we get back.
Before we get back, yeah. So I'm trying to hit for a 170. Oh, I just told everyone my weight.
180.
170. Dude, what's your problem? I didn't even say that. You're an asshole.
I'm not good at math.
My tits still hurts. But that's all I can think of right now.
That's good. Have you talked to your family?
Dude.
No?
Honestly, no, I haven't. My mom's birthday is actually this Friday. And Father's Day is like next week. Dude, quick. Yeah, that's fine. That one actually has like rubber, like
touch your eyes.
Yeah. So I actually haven't talked to them. I emailed, or not email. I talked to them on Messenger.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good.
But I haven't called a single person since we left, like on the phone. I honestly don't even know how to do that, but I know there's a possibility, or there's a way to do it. I just never done it.
Yeah. This is gonna sound fucked up, but sometimes I'm like, man, I should just never call anybody. I shouldn't let anybody know that I can call them.
Because they're gonna expect it.
Yeah, if they don't know that it's a thing, then they can't expect it.
Oh my god.
Damn. We're we're transitioning down right now away from what's called the GU, the Gulf of Oman.
Can we say that?
Sure. I didn't tell them why we were up there.
Okay.
Plus, this is gonna be released a long time from now.
Okay. Dude, I said okay already.
Dude, okay.
I already got it.
Better install your batteries protection. Dude, I'm gonna tell you about that. So, just the area of sea we're going through right now is very rocky, and it's making a lot of things physically move back and forth.
Secure for sea.
Yeah, which we are not.
Dude.
So each time you hear us go, ooh, or ah, it's because stuff is about to fall.
Yeah, it's fucking bad, honestly. It hasn't been this bad since we left.
Honestly, I feel like maybe this video is even gonna cause motion sickness because we're like you and I are just swaying back and forth.
Are we? I don't know.
As the ship moves, yeah. Like I don't really care. It's just kind of the way it is. But I feel like if you're watching it, you just see us like.
Dude, honestly, I'm like not. I don't know how to feel like when I get back. Like, oh, we're not rocking anymore.
So, all right, I'm gonna do my life update. Then I have a question for you. Dealing with coming back from a deployment.
Okay. So, Ram.
Oh.
Tell me about your goals or your life right now.
So.
Beach.
I'm coming up from.
Thanks. I'm just kidding. All right. I'm sorry.
I let you talk. All right. Now it's my turn.
All right. Go ahead.
You always do the talking around here.
Dude, I'm just the tech guy.
So, I come up, my order window for picking my first set of orders comes up on the 26th of June. Fun fact, I've emailed my detailer twice and have gotten 0 response from him, so that's good.
That's good. That's how you know he's in the Navy.
Yeah, fucking motherfucker. Anyways, fuck that guy. I was actually looking at stuff the other day, like, because they're in their scrubbing phase right now, so they're starting to put orders out, but nothing can be applied for yet.
Yeah.
And they didn't have fucking dick for
like anything.
Oh.
They had like correctional specialists, which is like working at a fucking brig,
Oh, okay, yeah.
which I would not want to do.
Why? You gotta take people down.
I don't want to do that.
Oh,
I want to stay in rate if I'm gonna do something.
that's true.
I'd rather be an instructor in Great Lakes than fucking. Yeah, dude, I could enrich the lives of a lot of fucking young sailors.
Wow.
You say that like
Inspiring.
Yeah, I'm not even joking though. But either way,
I didn't say anything. You said that.
you give me a look. The look said it all. You fucking. It's on the playback. I got a big qual on the ship for the Combat Systems Officer of the Watch, which was supposed to be my last qual, like my last big qual, and then I wouldn't really have to worry about anything anymore. And then they cleared E5s to get ATWO.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Nice.
now me and Studevant are trying to get ATWO before we get back,
Okay.
which then will be my big last qual. And then I'll kind of be nice and qualled up. That way, if I do stay in and I get back to a ship, I'm like only worried about CSC and then maybe air.
Why don't you start working on CSC now?
I feel like if I'm going to do myself a good service, I would need to get good at being a CSAL before I want to start moving into being
I
a
get you.
CSC.
I get you.
Because I just got qualified. When you get qualified, it doesn't mean, I'm saying this to them, that you know everything. What it means is that you have the basic knowledge
Yeah.
to at least do the job. And as you stand the watch more, you become more proficient.
Get more experience, too.
Because like you can't train for every situation, but those situations will arise at some point, which will only make you better as time goes on. So, got my CSAL, big thing. We're gonna work on my ATWO. I ended up being able to run and starting to make my normal thing, the 4 miles in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I can do that pretty consistently now. I actually ran 4.08 miles in 30 minutes the other day. So
That's crazy.
my legs are kind of sore from that. So this 5-day rest period is kind of not a bad idea, I think.
You're not gonna work out at all for 5 days straight.
Yeah.
If it is,
Yeah.
dude, I'm gonna be fucking.
Which kind of
miserable.
sucks, too, because your body gets so used to expending that energy.
Yeah.
So when you don't do it, like you're just not tired as much as you would normally be.
Yeah.
I think that's it, really. Those are like my big life updates. I've planned now when I get back to start a bulking phase for my workout regimen. So I'm sitting pretty light right now, like 180, I'd say. We're gonna switch out some of that fat for muscle. We're gonna take me back up to 185, which, like I was saying in previous episodes, I believe is my healthy weight.
Yeah.
So I'll be lifting heavy, but still doing a moderate amount of cardio to trim the fat, I guess.
That's crazy.
But I'll be eating a lot too at the same time. So it's
Yeah.
promotes growth. What my question was though is I don't really remember this from last deployment. However, they were talking about reintegration classes for when we return for deployment, which is basically just saying, you're back from deployment, you've been 7 months out at sea, or however long, with the same 325 people. We're going to give you a class on how to reintegrate back into normal society, because you kind of been like, secluded off, which is the thing. And I don't remember me going to one, but maybe I did. It's a hazy time in that time frame because things were moving so fast and so much was happening. But do you feel like you'd have a hard time like stepping back onto land and like maybe getting into a normal schedule or?
No. I think honestly, it's just I think the fact getting used to having to wake because God words. When you're on a ship, when you have to go to watch, what is that? You fucking gross. When you go, you still do more. What the fuck? When you go to your job or your watch or whatever, it's like 20, 50 feet away,
Yeah.
So you don't have to wake up early enough to drive to work, early enough to walk from your car to the building or to the ship or whatever it is, you know what I mean?
For sure.
And then get dressed for work. Here you fucking wake up, make sure you brush your teeth and shit like that, and then put your coveralls on, and you're straight for that's like what, less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, obviously you're not doing that as often when you go back into port, but I think I'm not gonna know. it's gonna be hard to like figure out what to do to entertain. I don't want to say entertain myself, but like going to the gym. Like we have the gym here, so it was like an easy thing to do. Like you just find time here, go to the gym. But now, since I didn't go to the gym beforehand,
you'd have to get used to actually going to the gym
and deciding where to go, which gym to go to, what time. You know, it's just I guess it's just gonna be a while before I can adapt to a new schedule again. Okay. But for like talking to people or going out at a bar and just being how we were beforehand, I feel like that's not gonna be hard.
I feel like there's some things that apply to us, and then I don't even think about it because I don't have one. But people who have like kids and family and who maybe aren't used to like or have gotten used to only having to really worry about themselves.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then they like go back to having a wife and kids and like, oh yeah, I have to like, do like be with my kids and be a part of their life. I feel like it'd be different. I wish I remembered more about the class we had last year so I could have a better perspective on it, but I just really don't because I feel like I always think it was like, can we hurry this shit up so I can go home and start drinking with my friends or whatever.
I mean, you make a good point though for like families.
Yeah, I think that was a big thing. I also think you and I are. I mean, I could see how some people would maybe have a hard time with it, like on the ship specifically. And I feel like you and I, and even Horchata Mama over there, are on the same type of like wavelength of this is just our life right now. When we get back, that's the life that we were always used to anyway. So there's no learning curve of getting back to what it was. It's just it's like a switch almost.
Yeah, basically. With families though, I could definitely see it, at least around our ship. With some family, like some dads out here or parents, they say that they miss their kids. Like sometimes they would talk to their family like often. Yeah. But then there'll be days where it's like, oh man, like I really miss them today. Like today, like I don't know what it is, but I really wish I was at home. Yeah. Which I get, which is honestly it's hard for me to understand because I don't have that issue. Right. Because I don't have a family. But I feel like when they go home, I feel like they're definitely gonna cherish more of those times,
I feel like I've gotten used to it because being away, you see pictures on Facebook and your family like kind of sends you pictures maybe over the phone when you're in port and stuff. Yeah. To like, it's the best way to include you is how they feel about it. Like, well, he can't be here, so we're gonna show him what we're doing. Yeah. But it's almost counterproductive.
They're like, we're here.
You see all the stuff that they're doing, not like you don't see it and think like, oh, like how fun for them. It's a pretty selfish thing to say, but you see it and say like, wow, this is all the stuff I'm missing out on because I'm over here. Yeah. But still, like that's just how you feel about it. That's how I feel about it anyways. Like they'll send me stuff and I'm happy that they're having fun, but I'm just like, great, another thing I missed out on. Like, going to the river with my whole family for Memorial Day weekend, which is like the
normal thing you
guys closest thing that I remember them sending me or me seeing on Instagram or Facebook or whatever.
Mine's they're In-N-Out trips because they know I love In-N-Out.
Fuck that. Dude. Hey, look at Pokey, we got some. Dude, thanks. So episode 10, we wanted to do something a little special. We decided at the very beginning of this that we didn't want this to be a Navy-centered podcast. We wanted this to be a podcast about the things that we are personally interested in and things that we would like to talk about. But to commemorate episode 10, we're going to talk about our experience.
I like that.
This is 10.
10.
We're going to talk about our experience in the Navy, because maybe as we talk about maybe A school, C school, transitioning to the ship in passing and sparingly, you guys are kind of confused. Confused and maybe more interested in like, oh man, I really wish that they maybe dedicated just an episode.
Yeah, just one.
Talking about
it's
that.
It's going to be the only one.
So,
I'm just kidding. It's not.
The time span we're going to want to cover in this episode, 10, is...
Why do you do that?
I don't know. Is, for those just listening, I'm putting all 5 of my fingers up on each hand.
Wow.
Every time I say 10.
That's great.
We're going to be covering the span from A school to getting to the ship. So kind of A school to C school to being here.
Yeah, we're also it's not gonna be like we're gonna talk about what we did in class and stuff like that. It's not just that. It's like
But
what we did.
we can talk about that.
I mean, yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Well, not C-School, dude. That's secret. Dude.
Over at Rick. Get it?
All right. So.
ATRC?
Yes, I know. Dude, they don't even know what that is.
Oh, that's our C-School.
Just now, since you want to know what that is, just listen through the whole podcast, and now you'll figure it out.
All right. Without further ado, roll the intro music.
I fucking hate you. Oh my god.
Dude,
what?
I thought you had something picked out.
No, I don't have anything picked out.
No?
No, I don't have anything picked out.
What if just I had Galloway like staged outside, like came in with the saxophone?
All right, it's your cue. It's your cue. Come in. Toot, toot, toot.
We don't have intro music.
Dude, I don't know. Dude, all the other podcasts I listen to, they don't have fucking intro music like that.
The ones I listen to at least have outro music.
I mean, I've listened to only like 2 podcasts.
Dungeons and Daddies have intro and outro.
Okay, well, I mean, when I get back, we can do that.
Alright.
I don't have fucking music here, and it's all copyrighted. Like, what do you want me to do?
You got a xylophone? Either way, alright, so you can make something.
I can actually ask my buddy. He makes his own music.
Yeah.
And he just puts it on SoundCloud. What do you mean we were talking about it?
You were talking about him.
Oh yeah, we were talking about it.
So
What is he talking about?
how long were you? So when you get to your barracks, right?
Oh yeah.
You and just chime in when things are maybe a little bit different for you.
Okay.
I guess.
I'll chime in.
Do you want to lead it?
I'll chime in. No,
Okay.
I'll chime in.
Alright. So
Chime. I'm just kidding.
You go from RTRC, Recruit Training Command, and they put you on a bus and they take you to TSC, Training Support Center, which are 2 different bases that are part of one giant base, so to speak. And
It's like Great Lakes, Illinois.
yeah, it's like the base conglomerate, which is 3 bases, and there's the 2, whatever. Either way, I only know that because I knew that was gonna happen at some point, because I had to meet with the CO of the base and the CO of like all 3 bases.
Oh.
And he'd sit us down and be like, it was 2 full bird captains talking to me as like a seaman.
Oh wow.
And I was the president, so I was the one who was doing all the talking to them. They're like, tell us about the events you got coming up
Oh my god.
for CSAT. And I was like, oh, we have these events. They're like, all right. Now tell us about the problems you think you're having around base. And you'd have like the chief in the back, this ITC, he'd be like, don't say shit. Don't say fucking nothing, but like mouthing it to me. And I'm like, no, we like it here.
God.
Until I was like for sure about to leave, so like my last meeting basically with them, I was like, yeah, we don't like this, and the niece fucking sucks. They're like, oh yeah, this is good stuff. And
That's why they tore it down.
the chief was all like, fucking better. It was so annoying. That was like the first Navy bullshit I ever ran into, where they're like, hey, go ahead and tell me about your problems first, and I'll tell you whether it's worth talking to the captain about. But every time they meet with us, they'd be like, you guys really don't have anything to say? And we're like,
Yeah. Well, we said we can't say anything.
we do, but they told us we can't say anything.
Yeah.
But
that's
either way-
definitely a normal thing.
So they put you on a bus, and you go from RTC to TSC, and like I've said before, everybody's waving at you, and you get dropped off at your barracks, and you kind of get your barracks assignments after the fact. You get dropped off. You're going to the Porter, and you're staying here at the Wisconsin, and you're going over to the Bonhomme Richard.
Chime. So those places that he's naming, though, those are actual like ship names. They call them like the Wisconsin or the Bonhomme Richard, but they're ship names. But they just name those barracks those names. What the fuck was that? Anyways, and just for us personally, for us specific, for our beginning of our Navy career, we went to TSC because of our job, the job that we picked.
Yeah.
There's other places like Florida, Mayport, Florida,
Pensacola.
Texas, San Diego. Like, it just depends on what job you pick. That will decide where you're going to be going after boot camp.
Right.
And just for us, it happened to be TSC at Great Lakes.
Miss, what a mistake.
Unchime.
That's funny. So we get sent off to our barracks, and you kind of go through a mini indoctrination where they like, hey, these are kind of the rules. We know you want to go out there and meet your family. So we're gonna make this quick. You know, you kind of get your room assignment, take your shit to your room, and then they march you out to the front gate.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah, the parents eat that shit up.
yeah.
Oh my
love
god,
that shit.
look at him!
And
He's marching.
They're like, don't you can't take any pictures.
Yeah.
Like, what? Actually, because I was the section leader at the Porter.
Whoa,
That's the
dude.
barracks I was at.
Yeah.
I've had to march them out a couple
Yeah, I've
times,
had to
and
too.
I was like, so this is follow the cadence, boys, and then we'll go out and do the special Great Lakes cadence that we have.
I hated doing that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I
thought it was.
I
Pretty...
never volunteered myself to go.
Oh,
I've been told to go plenty of times.
I thought you were saying you hated the cadence.
No. It's just like having to walk all the way to the front gate, dude.
It was my duty day, anyways. So
Walking. Anyways, yeah, go ahead, continue.
So you get out to the front gate, and then you get dropped off, and your parents take you, and they hug you, and you get in the car, and you go,
Mijo, I miss you.
yeah. Poggy, you look so handsome up there.
Handsome, you look so handsome.
Yeah, see? So then, boom, that's like your first day, and you're so lost. You go get food. More than likely than not, you get a phone, maybe some underwear, so you don't have to wear skivvies anymore. I know I got underwear my first day out. Some shirts, some toiletries, stuff like that. And that usually happens on a Friday, and you think to yourself like, damn, what are they gonna have us doing tomorrow? Because in boot camp, this is what I thought anyways, because in boot camp, like, even the weekends you still had to like stay in your compartment and study and do shit.
Yeah.
And then you get your first weekend out of boot camp, and you're like, hey, do we have like to go anywhere? Or
Do you have to do a muster or something like
muster?
that?
And they're like, nah, dude, it's the weekend, like, go do whatever. And you're like, do whatever? Like,
I don't know what to
I
do.
need direction in my life. What are you talking about, man? And they're like, nah, dude, like, go to the next, get food.
Yeah.
And hopefully you have a good roommate. I had some good ones that kind of showed me around and
Yeah, same.
took me to the next a little bit and took me to the galley, kind of,
Oh, wow, really?
yeah, helped me out. Old fucking Masonita Mason. That's what I call him. He's this white guy from like Arizona.
Oh, okay.
His name was Mason. I'd be like, Masonita. He's like, dude, that's cool. And I was on holds. So after the fact, after your first weekend or whatever, they already, I don't know about you, but they had us like, here are your PQSs, by the way. Get qualled in your watch station.
Yeah, definitely did.
Kind of get qualled in your watch station for the petty officer to watch on at the barracks and stuff.
Yeah. So chime. So when you get qualified for watches, right? So like you were saying, petty officer to watch. Basically, you're just gonna stand the watch with them, whatever uniform they're wearing, and you're just gonna learn from them, see what they're doing. You know, checking people in, saluting them in, you know, things like that, just to kind of understand what they're doing as for that specific watch. There's obviously some knowledge-based things that you need to know as well.
Yeah.
So when you get qualified for things like that, like you do a board sometimes, so they ask you like an oral board, or you take a actual test, and that will determine if you get qualified for that watch. And there's like different watches, like he said, petty officer of the watch was one, messenger of the watch, and it's just like small things to kind of keep order, still making that military per se thing at a school.
You don't realize it at the time, but they really are kind of introducing you to the way things are going to be on the ship.
Yeah, on a ship.
Which is kind of good.
Yeah, that is the main reason why they named the barracks ship names, and then they still have those watches like you would at an actual ship.
Yeah.
In port, at least.
Yep. I like being the dude who gets
Dude,
to
wait,
talk
hold
on
on.
the 1MC. Oh.
Unchime.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We have an announcement system in the barracks called the 1MC, just like we have an announcement system here on the ship called the 1MC.
What's the MC stand for?
Master of Communications? I don't know.
Cool.
Is it?
I have no idea. Dude, you've been in the Navy for like almost 6 years, bro. What's wrong with you?
But either way, you have to wait for a class to open up. So like, for them to have room at the schoolhouse for you to go study there.
Yeah, like literally, like any community college would be like, you can't go to class yet because there's no space.
Yeah, but it's not like, well, the Navy deems it unfair that your shipmates have to go to class and, you know, work. That's their work day, and you don't do anything. So they have you stay down all together in
Yeah.
in the lounge where you just watch movies all day, pretty much.
Yeah, and
until
clean.
everybody else gets out of work and you clean. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, Chime. Cleaning. One of the biggest things in the fucking Navy. We clean everything. Like, there would be days where you clean for 2 hours straight or 3 hours straight, go to lunch, and then come back and clean some more.
Yep.
You know, like, because they have
Yep.
nothing else for us to do. You know how sad that is?
But they gotta get us to work either way. I really wish I got part of those volunteer programs. Where they
Yeah, I
took
definitely
us to
did that.
animal show. You did? I didn't do any of those.
Unchime.
I didn't. I was on. How long were you on holds for?
3 months before I got out, before I got to work or school. I mean,
For ATT?
yeah,
You're on hold for 3 months?
yeah.
Oh my god.
But then that was also including the leave period for Christmas.
Oh, that's not too bad.
So I got there in October, and I classed up in like February. I guess that's like 3.5 months.
Jesus. I was on holds for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
The class before me was on hold for 1 week.
dude. I was on holds for almost.
That's crazy.
I was on holds for a year and 4 months.
Well, after I got out of school, I was on holds for 6 months, but
I was on holds for
All
a
right.
year and 4 months.
after you got out of A school?
In total. No, in total.
total. That's a long
11
time.
months from after A school to C school.
But I mean, when you think about it, that's just they're still paying you that whole time, and you're not doing.
And I'm
fucking-
also getting off the ship a year and 4 months early. Anyways.
So once you class up, there's actually 2 sets of schools that you go to, well at TSC for us, anyways. You go to ATT, which is Advanced Technical Training.
I knew that.
Dude, only talk when you chime, right?
Okay, sorry.
And then you have your A school, which is your main designation school that you go to. So ATT was 10 weeks long, which was just fucking terrible.
Terrible.
Honestly.
Fucking
So
horrible.
bad. There's like hard. It's a very like it's not self-paced, but you have to do a lot of the things on your own in order to
Yeah.
understand stuff. So whether that's like studying at home or like asking questions, even though maybe you think you are annoying or holding the class back, like it's you have to want to go and get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the information that we were learning was like basic electronics. So like resistors, gates.
Yeah, forward and reverse bias,
Yeah,
like
things like that, which is obviously not fun to learn. Like, it's dry shit. Like, it's like not PowerPoints per se, but it was like a computer in front of you.
It's computer-based
You guys were
training,
all
yeah.
going through together at the same time.
And then the like I don't know about you, but that's the first time that I ever learned about any of that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, same
so
here.
like all of it was
Dude, I was a nurse.
dude,
Virus and threat protection.
So it was all brand new to me. So I was like, I don't know what
Yeah.
any of this shit means.
Same.
What the hell, man? They're like, yeah, your little equation to do like voltage times current equals resistance or whatever.
Yeah. Ohm's law.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Dude, how did you
exactly.
make second class? How come I can't make second class?
Dude, it's my MP. It's because you're only a P.
I said the same thing to fucking Boy. He was like, he was trying to do something, and I'm like, dude, how do you not know that? Like, how am I not a second class yet, and you're a fucking second class? Like, I don't get this anymore. But sorry, I'm just ranting.
Whatever.
I'm a little baby.
So once you finish ATT, then you usually immediately class up to
Yeah.
A school,
Yeah.
and they send you over to another building, and that's kind of where it's more like Navy-centered training, not just like laying a base knowledge layer.
Yeah.
But I digress. We'll take a break from the school stuff for a second and kind of talk about what you and your hooligan friends do.
Oh, you used to do?
Yeah. So I know you were 21 when you
Yeet.
went there. I was not 21, so our experiences are a little bit different.
I turned 21 at boot camp.
Yeah.
I hydrated for my birthday. I drank a lot of water.
I drank.
So for me and my friends, at least with my roommates, I personally, there's phases at that school where it just basically gives you like less restriction the higher phase you go. So like when I was in phase 2, I was able to drink, even if I was legal. I had to wait till phase 2. So I got phase 2, and then I instantly went to the bar, on base. It's called Sam Adams, and we drank all the time over there. That was like, you know how like in movies and stuff like that, people are like they go to like their usual spot, like the bar and stuff like that.
Your usual.
That was my usual. Like every Wednesday, because it was karaoke day, I would go to Sam's and fucking drink and sing, and I fucking loved it. And like the bartenders there all knew me because I would go so often, and my roommates would all go with me because they were all of age as well. So, I mean, I'm not saying like we were drinking like just to get fucking blasted every single night, but it was definitely a good outlet since we didn't have we didn't have a vehicle at the time.
It was definitely within walking distance.
And it was walking distance, so like if you were trash, like you just had to walk straight for a little bit and you'd be good, right?
I'd say they're pretty lenient there as far as like people getting back to their barracks, right?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, like obviously when you get to the barracks, it's like going home.
Yeah.
And, like if you're sneaking back into your house, like you get back to the barracks and you're like, all right, you gotta act straight for at least 10 seconds past the NMTIs and you're good. So we would be able to do that. I mean, no problem. But there would be nights where some people get just too trashed and stuff like that. But that was definitely an outlet for a lot of us because when we were going to school is it's very demanding. You had to really think a lot of critical thinking and things like that. And like he was saying,
also I feel like very stressful too because if you fail this test, like you stand a chance to get dropped from your rate, so you just get sent away. Like, all right, you're not good enough for the school, fucking, you're out of the rate then.
Yep.
And you lose your job basically. And they either assign you a new one or they send you to the fleet with no job, and then you're like, fuck, I'm gonna get shot.
Yeah. So that was because it would be like test days. And then, like, you find out, like, fuck, like, I got, like, a 81%, you know, like, there was, like, a curve where, like, if you scored something lower, I think it was an 80, you would have to go to night school or something like that.
Yeah.
So...
M&S,
yeah. Mandatory night study. And, so we would be, like, right above it or right below it, you know? Yeah. And those right below it's, like, that's, like, oh, we're for sure going to Sam's. And then the right above it, like, oh, we're gonna go to Sam's to celebrate, you know, like we had that excuse, I guess, but it wasn't like unhealthy, I guess you could say. It was like we were just there to kind of unwind.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it was just like I said, we didn't really have anywhere else to go. Like, we didn't want to pay for a taxi.
Yeah.
To get off base, you know, that's expensive.
Plus, you couldn't do that on the weekdays, anyways.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. So yeah. Sam Adams was a really good spot to go to. And yeah, I mean, that's one of my experiences that I normally did during school, during like class time, so.
I would go to the Nex sometimes, just like go to the Nex and walk around, like, just to get out.
Yeah.
I didn't go to, when I was there, we had Pier 525, that's what the big epicenter was called, I guess.
Yeah, beforehand.
Yeah. So I'd go there every once in a while. I went to obviously these are all like all the like non-alcoholic options that I had. I went to that club once, but that was just to pick up my roommate because he was too fucked up. So
the club?
Yeah, they used to have like a little club at the Pier 525.
Oh really? I didn't know that. That's cool.
And so I had to like go there like, yo, come on man, we gotta get you back to the room. And he's like, I don't want to go. Well, all right, well, I'll hang out here. This dude was like 34, and I'm like 19 at the time. Like, 6'2", big ass white dude, and I'm like 5'7", little 150-pound Mexican. Like, come on, man, we gotta get back. And so, hey fool, stop, hey fucker, you being stupid, eh? And so, I didn't really spend a lot of time over there. I tried going to that like little loft. Is that what it's called? The loft?
Yeah, the loft,
yeah. It's like a little like arcade hangout spot. They have video games you can play there or whatever.
Some pool, some billiards.
Yeah, billiards. Like a little snack area you could buy food from. And then I found out that you had to pay for the games that were there. I was like, well, that's fucking dumb. I'm not going to hang out here then.
They had like a little movie section too. They had
like a little instrument room. I didn't spend too much time there, and I didn't really go to the gym a lot at the time. So I wasn't like at the whatever that gym was called.
3 something. I think.
Me and my friends would go play basketball on the weekends sometimes. But for the most part, really, I kind of just hung out in my room, and I would end up going, I don't know, how you're gonna feel about this. I was like one of the guys where I would kind of just mingle around like room to room, just because like when I got bored, I would like go hang out with my friends in one room and be like, oh hey, what's up? What are you guys doing? Like watch a movie or play video games for a little bit.
Yeah.
I got Guitar Hero. I like bought Guitar Hero, and so I'd play that, and like I'd have people.
Sorry, I picture you like walking around in the P-ways with the guitar and like singing to people, but it's just the fucking
just. No, I had this one dude, Williams. He would come to my room and he'd be like, "You want to throw down?" I'm like, "All right, let's do it."
Oh, what?
We'd play Guitar Hero for like an hour.
Oh,
and
I thought like you're trying to like
no.
fight.
He'd be nah. He's a cool guy. You want to throw down? I bet you I can beat you. And I'm like, all right, fucking.
You're good at Guitar Hero?
I used to be better. I'm not that great now. I'm not like Bobby Good enough good, but
Oh, okay.
I'm alright.
Oh, you got fucking big ass sausage fingers.
I have fucking look at these tiny little mitts. I got small hands. But I remember, I'll never forget. I was going on watch and I was FaceTiming my friend Stephanie actually. And
Stephanie?
Yeah.
Is that her actual name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Stephanie.
Yeah. I'm
she's
pointing
hot.
to you because you asked about
she's
her
hot.
before.
Yeah.
And so,
She's hot.
dude, she's gonna be listening.
Dude, you're hot.
So, my roommate, the big, fucking 6'2" guy, he's from Brea actually.
Oh, okay.
And so we had like kind of that in common. He played water polo also, so we're like, oh, dude, like we're from the same
you used
place.
to wrestle.
We played water polo.
Oh.
That's awesome. But he was a.
You used to wrestle.
I didn't wrestle. He was a heavy drinker. Like get fucked up every single night. And he had a wife that lived in the area.
Okay.
So like he wouldn't even go home. He would just get fucked up on base and stay in the barracks.
Yeah.
As opposed to going home.
Sadly, that's a normal thing. But yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right.
I've definitely had people. Yeah. Same way.
And so he came back from going out in Chicago with two of my friends one time. One of them was only 21, or one of them was only 20, and the other one was like another 30-year-old fucking old dude who was an ET. This like Irish dude from New York, who's like fucking raspy ass voice and what the fuck, chocolates. Yeah, just like that.
That's exactly what I thought.
And so they come back, and I'm like on FaceTime with Stephanie, about to go on watch in like 30 minutes. You know, you got to stand in your NSUs, so I'm like there chilling my NSUs.
Yeah.
I'm about to get on. And then he comes in, and whenever he was drunk, he would call me Senor.
Yeah.
And so he'd be like, "Hey, Senor, what's up, man?" And I'm like, "Oh, hey, what's up, Hart?" And as the wind like blows through the room, I'm on the phone, and I start to smell shit. And I'm all like, "Hey, Steph, like I gotta go. I'll talk to you later." She's like, "All right, bye." So I hang up with him, and I turn around, and I was like, "Yo, what's up, man?" And I see, like everything seems okay at first. And then he turns around, and just like the ass part of his pants are covered in shit. Like fucking poo-poo. And I'm all like, what
the fuck happened?
And then I look at him, and he you know those like weirdos who wear their like work boots out?
Yeah.
In their fucking regular goddamn.
Yeah.
He was one of those guys, so he was wearing his regular boots, and he like shook his leg, and a little shit droplet came out and like fell on his boot. And I'm like, "Yo, man, are you alright?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm fine, senor, I'm good." And he's like standing on my blanket. I'm like, "Yo, get off my blanket." And again, he's like, "I'm 19." So at the time, I'm all like,
This is a grown man, right?
Yeah, this is a grown ass man. Like, he can pick me up and chuck me out this window if he's so pleased. There's nothing I can do to stop him. And so I go. Clearly, he's fucked up and drunk, and it looks like he shit his pants.
Yeah.
So I go to the room where Williams was, not the dude I used to play Guitar Hero with, but a different Williams.
Oh, okay.
The Irish New York guy.
Yeah.
And the guy they went out with, DeHart, they went out together with my friend Hart.
Okay.
So you have DeHart, Williams, and Hart.
Okay.
And I'm like, "Yo, I don't know what you guys went out there and did, but you gotta go get your dude. Like, he is fucked up, and I'm pretty sure he shit his pants." And Williams is like, "Oh man, what the fuck? God fucking damn it, stupid ass Hart." Because they used to go drinking together all the time.
Yeah.
And so I like let him in my room, and he's like, "Hart, what the fuck you doing, man?" And he's like, "Nothing, man." He's like, "You need to take your fucking clothes off and get in the fucking shower." And then he's like, no, I don't want to.
Oh my god.
And he's like, I don't give a fuck what you fucking want. You have shit all over your fucking pants. You need to take all your shit off and get in the fucking shower. And these are two, like, 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they, like, start yelling at each other. And I open the door and I'm like, hey, is everything all right? And Williams is like, close the fucking door. And I'm all like, all right, then. You're in my room, but whatever.
I guess I'm just going to stand outside.
Yeah. And so, and like I said, I was about to go and watch. So I'm like, well, I just got to, like, leave it till whatever it is, you know?
Yeah.
And, they just start fucking yelling at each other. I don't know if they got in a fight or what, but I was like, you know what I gotta go do? I gotta go tell the mentors what's going on.
Oh no.
And so I kind of tell the mentors what's happening, and I like knock on the door.
Mentors as in like students?
Yeah.
Still students,
Yeah.
but they're like
the fucking,
opposition?
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The dudes who graduated A school already,
Okay.
and they're just waiting to transfer, so they're the mentors of the fucking
Okay.
building. And so he goes, I knock on the door. And I'm looking for my mentor specifically, but this little, I forget his name, Barahona or something like that, answers the door, and he's like, yeah, what's up, man? And I was like, hey, I'm looking for Deal. And he's like, yeah, he's somewhere in here, what's up? And I was like, yeah, I'm up in fucking 314, and I'm pretty sure Hart, you guys know Hart? Like, yeah, Hart, the big fucking 30-year-old guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he shit his pants.
Oh no.
And he's all like, what? Hey, yo, man, come over here. And they're like, what'd you just say? Yeah, Hart, my roommate. Like, yeah, like the 30-year-old. I'm like, yeah, he shit his pants, I'm pretty sure. And they're all like, oh my god, like, that's fucking hilarious. And I'm like, this is a big deal, man. Like, I got shit in my room. And they're all like, yeah, no, we get it. And somebody, like, looks at me and goes, did he throw up? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I feel like throwing up is down here.
Shit.
Fucking shit in your pants is up here. I don't give a fuck if he threw up. And he's like, yeah, I guess that's true, huh? And so I go, like, all right, whatever. They know now. Everybody's been updated.
Yeah.
I gotta get on watch. So I go to get on watch, and I don't have my garrison cap, so I have to go back up to my room to get my garrison cap. And I, like, open the door. I'm like, hey,
Oh god.
what's up? And you just see Hart in his underwear, just his underwear, scrubbing, like, the carpet where, like, he dropped his pants, I guess. So, like, the shit kind of got on the carpet.
God.
And it smelled so bad in there. It smelled like poo-poo.
Like poo poo?
Yeah. And so I was like, well, I hope this gets fixed before, like, I get
That's
off watch.
crazy.
And, so I get off watch and I go to sleep, and we wake up the next day for school and stuff. And we kind of, I was in charge of the cleaning gear locker, so I go to open
Yeah.
up the cleaning gear locker, and he kind of, like, gets a vacuum and gets, like, that powdery stuff for the carpet. And he goes to take it to the room, and we kind of just look at each other like, yeah, all right, good talk.
Oh,
don't,
God.
like, we never talked about it. That
That's
dude
rough.
ended up getting in trouble for, he brought, on his duty day, he brought beer
Onto
the barracks, yeah.
Oh god.
and fucking threw a couple back and put him in the downstairs fucking bathroom
Oh my god. What? To throw away?
to throw away. So when people went to go, this motherfucker Lundgren took the trash out and found the beer cans, and he, like, took them straight to the chief.
Oh my
And it was
god.
like, somebody who's been drinking beer in the barracks. And he's like, what? Mustered the whole fucking
That's
barracks
crazy.
down there. I was like, we found some fucking beer down in the head. Somebody needs to own up to this shit right fucking now. Own up to it, and you take your licking, and we move on. But if you make me search for you, I'ma fuck you. And we're all just like, dude,
He's gonna fuck
he's
us?
gonna fuck us.
He's gonna... Poor choice of words,
Yeah,
but oh
and
my
so-
god, I guess.
That dude, Hart, finally fessed
Fess
up to it.
Wow.
And I think they sent him to mass, and he went on restriction, whatever. Kept his rate, though. And then he went to, like, AA meetings.
Yeah,
He lives in fucking Hawaii now with his wife.
that's good.
Yeah, he's a good
At least
guy.
they
That's
helped
a cool guy.
Wow.
So
That was a good story.
that was fucking...
That was definitely a good story. I guess you know how you said shitting is up here?
Yeah, shitting's up here for
So
sure.
I've definitely had the throwing up one. Not
Yeah.
with myself, but like I've been out and then my buddy was super fucked up. I can't remember his name. But for some reason they decided to throw him into the bathtub. And like
That's
the
how
next day there's vomit all on
Gross.
him. On him, bro. And he's like, dude, I got a fucking test today. And I was like, oh my god, no.
That's good.
Like we like how we discussed earlier, like tests are very serious. Like if you fuck it up, like you're getting extra a week of fucking night study, you know? So he was like freaking out, trying to clean himself and be mentally ready for this test, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's some people go over the top, obviously, but that's not what we did. God.
I had a couple adventures like that out in Chicago, but never really anything on base. I went drinking with my friend out in like the fucking Walmart parking lot one time. He was like 25 at the time. I'm still like 19. Dude, maybe 20. It doesn't matter now. I'm 21.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I don't give a shit.
You're 25.
Oh yeah, I'm 20.
Dude.
Oh, that's right. I stopped growing. And so we were drinking like VSOP brandy. Just like we took it
straight.
No, yeah, for a little bit actually.
Oh.
And then we emptied out half of a fucking Coke bottle.
Dude, that's the way, bro.
Put the fucking rest of it in there, and we just carried it back into the barracks with us.
That's the way.
And we're all like, "What's up?"
Totally admitting to all that right now, but okay.
Can't do anything about it now.
But yeah, I think. So there's some people that would get married, obviously, after they get out of boot camp and stuff like that. So once you get married, you have the ability to bring your You have the ability to bring your spouse out there with you, so you guys can get BH, get a place together, and all that kind of stuff, right? I had a buddy. His name is Church. His first name is Gleason. Gleason Church from Tennessee. Hilarious dude. Fucking love the guy to death. His wife was coming into the town because she was moving up there. So he already bought a house and everything, all that stuff. We were helping him move in.
He bought a house?
Well, he moved out to off-base housing.
Yeah, okay.
So he got the house. We started we went out with him to buy all his furniture. You know, he bought a truck and all this kind of stuff, right?
Right.
So, for the first couple of fucking days after he got situated in, his wife still wasn't there. So we'd be drinking over there all the time. It wasn't like a party or anything like that. It was just
you guys were kicking back.
Yeah, good friends. He bought a projector and shit like that so we could play video games and stuff like that. You know, he was my age at the time. He was 21, 22. So we all still had the same what's it called?
Bro mentality. What's up, bro?
Yeah, I guess. But we still had the same things that entertained us, like video games and things like that, just drinking or just hanging out, barbecuing and stuff. So that was really cool to do. But then, when his wife came, it was different, which is fine, which is understandable. But it was just we still would go over there, but it would be a different type of setting,
Yeah.
But that was definitely a really cool thing, and it was during school too, so we definitely had another place to go out to. If we didn't want to just go drink here, we can go out off base and just hang out a little bit.
Yeah. I had a couple of friends that had the off base housing, but apparently the rule was you weren't allowed to take
other students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they were a lot of people held tight to that rule because they didn't want to lose their off base housing privileges.
Yeah. That's why it wasn't like we weren't throwing fucking
parties,
ragers and shit like that.
Hang out, yeah.
We were just there watch a movie, drink, maybe play some beer pong here and there.
Yeah. We had for the Super Bowl, I collected money from the whole barracks pretty much, $20 each.
Yeah.
People were like, $20 is too much, and I was like, would you rather have too much food or not enough food? And some people were like, I'm not gonna spend money to I'm not gonna even watch the game, so I'm not gonna put my money in.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you I'm not saying you have to, I'm just asking if you want to. Anyways, so I ended up getting $2,500.
$2,000?
Yeah, from the barracks.
Okay.
And just to spend on drinks, food, chips, fucking cups, plates, whatever.
Wow.
I organized a Super Bowl party was the point for the barracks.
Wow.
And I got it signed off by the NMTIs and stuff. I'm like, hey, this is what I want to do. I'm collecting money for it, just so you guys know. Also, can we use the fridge to store stuff? And they're like, yeah, sure. Here, we're gonna leave the key with so and so, one of the mentors.
Yeah.
And that way, if you ever need to get in, just ask him and he'll let you in. You can put whatever you need in.
Oh, how
in there.
nice.
And we had tables. They had tables from the barracks to use, so we set up tables and stuff.
Okay.
And then so we made our first trip, and we bought $600 worth of stuff. And I'm talking like charcoal, cups, napkins, cutlery, fucking plates, hamburgers, hot dogs, brats, buns, sodas, chips, dip, all like everything, bowls to put the fucking chips in, like so much stuff, and we only spent like $600 to $700.
Wow.
So I still had like an additional
Grand,
whatever that is, fucking $1,400. Yeah.
Whatever that is. I was just doing a rough amount, but okay.
Yeah, $1,400 left. And so a couple days later, we went back for a second trip and got even more stuff. Like whatever, we have all this money.
Yeah.
So we bought we just doubled down on everything. Like got way more drinks, fucking
non-alcoholic,
yeah, because it was in barracks. But more charcoal. Like we bought a little fucking barbecue kit to just use out there. All the utensils that we would ever need. Yeah. Like that way, whatever problem we ran into, we had it covered. Even
you're in the 600s?
I was in the 800s.
Oh, okay.
And even after that, we still had like $800 left.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
And so, the weekend of the weekend of the Super Bowl, they forecasted a blizzard.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they forecasted a blizzard, and I was the one. It was me and my friend DeHart. We were kind of in charge of it, and everybody like kind of put their money in. So people who put their money in were asking me like, "Hey, I put my money in. Like, I know you guys already bought all the stuff. Are we still gonna do it, or what's up?" And I'm like, we're gonna check out the weather. But yeah, we should still be able to do it. I don't see why not. I've never had experience a blizzard before this, so I was unaware of what the magnitude of this was.
I looked right at you that whole time.
And so
I'm just establishing dominance.
I had this roommate. His name. So what's funny is I had my roommate Austin. His name was Austin Mason. And I had this other roommate named. His last name was Austin. It was Mason Austin. And so
that's crazy.
Yeah. So Mason Austin, this newer guy, had found out or had known that we've been doing this thing, and as days were leading up to it, he's like typical fucking nerd, you know?
Oh, so Ramirez, I see there's gonna be a blizzard coming in on Super Bowl Sunday. Are you still gonna be able to do your little barbecue?
Oh, he was being like
he's being a little fucking asshole, yeah. So it went from, oh, well, we'll see if we can do it, to, yeah, we're gonna fucking do it. What's up? So
prove him wrong?
To prove him wrong, yeah. So the day of, like, me and the boys, fucking, it was me, this dude Slipinski, and this other dude Casanova. His name was Casanova.
Nice name.
He was a cool dude, and I think like 2 other people were also helping out. We put on all of like our winter gear for our uniform, so we were just wearing end-ups all day.
Yeah.
This is the warmest stuff we had, and we got out there super early, and we built like this snow wall above to like cover the fucking barbecues.
Yeah.
From the wind, and it was already fucking hitting hard. Like,
really,
like 9 inches of snow already dropped on the ground by the time we got out there.
Oh my god.
And I don't know how they did it, but I got out there. Like, I took an hour break, and I came back out because I was setting stuff up inside, and they were still outside, and they were fucking
nice. Good pause.
They were they already had a fire going in 2 grills and everything.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, like, you guys got it going. And they're like, yeah, man, we're fucking ready for the meat. Bring it on. And so I started taking plates of meat out there, and we're grilling in the
Korean barbecue.
You know where the porter's at?
Yeah.
And you have those grills off to the left.
Yeah.
Because the bone-on shards on this side. So we're grilling out the grills over here. And I'm telling you, we're taking like all the fucking food because it's cold, so you don't have to worry about it getting hot in the sun or anything.
Yeah.
So we take all the food out there, and as soon as shit's done on the grill, we put it inside or put it on the plate and take it inside. And because we got fucking snowed in, all those people who didn't put in any money, ended up eating like.
I can't go to the galley and the base won't deliver any pizza to me. Can I come down and eat with you guys?
And we kind of were split. Like, did we let them eat because they were being fucking little pricks before? Yeah, we're gonna let them eat. And so we fucking
Good thing you bought a whole bunch of food.
Yeah, that's for real.
Holy shit!
It was fucking
mission, dude.
It was cool actually. So we were out there for almost 6 hours, just like cooking,
really
bringing in food, and fucking bless those guys' hearts.
That sounds amazing.
Because they were about it. It was really cool for me because I just wanted to provide the barracks with a cool little fun event and a good time on a Super Bowl Sunday, especially if we're all snowed in. And it ended up working really well, where we had plenty of food, plenty of drinks, plenty of little snacks, and like the game was really good also. So people were like sitting down in the lounge eating all the food that we got.
Yeah.
And it was good food.
So it was a very successful event that you planned.
Absolutely, yeah. And everybody like really had a good time, you know, like, hey man, thanks for
putting that effort
Thanks for like organizing all this. And even then MTIs like gave me a little BZ like the next day.
Wow, you got
like,
a BZ. Oh,
and we're
that's
like,
a Bravo Zulu for you, Ram.
which just means good job. But, you know, they're like, hey, we understand the fucking Super Bowl Sunday sucked here. So thanks for...
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
You didn't plan for it to blizzard, but
you still at least planned something.
You had
for them.
foresight to even just have a plan to do something, so that's cool enough.
Yeah.
We even had an NMTI from one of the other barracks, the roving one.
Yeah. Just chill there.
Yeah, come by because we were the only barracks that had like
something going on.
Mad amount of food, like crazy. And so he's like, "Can I get a hot dog?" And we're like, "Sure."
Yeah.
He's like, "All right, watch the game with us and stuff." So that was kind of cool. That was like one of our first big big.
Were you in CSAT by then?
No, I was like, it's still in ATT at the time.
Really?
Yeah, so that was just me wanting to do something for the barracks to have fun.
That's cool.
A lot of those, once you move to A school, you move to a different barracks. So I went from the Porter to the Franklin, which is just across the base. Dude, who's back there?
No one. I'm just making sure I'm eating. I'm hungry.
And so we had barbecues like that all the time, where you kind of just go down and somebody would be like cooking brats or whatever, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna go to the store, you want me to grab some stuff, and like you throw it on the grill, and they'd always be like, yeah man, go ahead. You kind of just everybody lives off this charcoal that was started at the beginning of the day, and
which is pretty cool.
You know, you just like cycle out, all right man, you guys have a good one, I'm gonna go take a nap or whatever. Or, like you go out with your friends, but you guys already ate, so you don't need to fucking eat when you go out or whatever. It's like your mom cooking for you at home before you go out with your friends.
Yeah,
it's just that your mom was a person
big
for
dude.
me. Yeah, it was this fucking big black guy named Dunn who was like, yeah man, I'll make you some shit for sure.
You know, I saw this post. Sorry, I'm like chewing on food. We were talking about racism. You know how that topic has been a crazy thing now.
I think I know the exact one you're talking about.
With the Navy and
it's like
stuff like
it's a white text one where it's like, you know, you're fucking, the Indian dude is giving the country boy non.
Yeah. Basically,
yeah.
like how, because we're like, we get put into our barracks by our job, right? It doesn't matter who we are, what we are. I mean, obviously, like males and females are separated, but like I would get put into my roommates. One of them was from Colorado. I can't remember the other ones. One of them was from California. You know, it's just like random people. Like you have no idea who they're gonna be, and they just stick you in a room with them because of your job. And I mean, obviously, you're gonna build a bond with them, or at least become friends with them because of you're both stuck in the same situation, going to school for the Navy.
Yeah.
So it's funny when you hear all this racism stuff, because it's like when you're in the Navy or any military branch, you become friends with a whole bunch of people.
You're exposed to so many different types of people, and
like from the country or from the city, you know, things like that. Like if you were to go to Great Lakes and you would see like a group of people hanging out, like 5 of them, they'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like that's
so weird.
Like you wouldn't be hanging out like if you were in high school together.
I told that,
you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Cause like that's
chime.
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead.
I took
beach. Sorry.
You ever seen Scary Movie 3 where he's like fucking? He's at the club about to rap, and he does a little fucking tune. He's like, bitch. Yeah. And they're like, man, shut the fuck up.
I remember that.
And he's I used to know that whole thing. I used to memorize that stuff just for fun. I'm a white boy, but my neck is red. That's how it goes. I put Miracle Whip on my Wonder Bread.
Yeah. Dude, you chimed in.
Sorry, unchimed.
No, that's not. You chimed in to say something. You don't unchime now.
So, I definitely agree. So I told them, alright, me.
Who are you telling?
You.
Oh, the viewers out there.
I was with McDonald and Moore.
Oh, to go see McDonald's Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in this instance, I'm like looking at them. They're just like two white guys, two like nerdy looking white guys, pretty much.
They wear running shoes.
They wear running shoes
with their jeans.
And then there's like me. I'm not gonna say I'm the coolest looking guy, but I'm pretty cool. What can I say?
We're from California.
Yeah, we're from California. We're pretty
what
cool.
you call swag.
And I'm like, if it wasn't for the Navy, I would never hang out with two guys like you.
100%.
And they're all like, "What's that supposed to mean?" I'm like, "I'm just saying, like, would you hang out with a guy like me if it wasn't for the Navy?" And they're like, "Yeah, probably not." Like,
yeah.
we enjoy a lot of the same things, but our personality types aren't necessarily the same.
Yeah.
Where like I would see McDonald just like wherever and be like, "Hey, that dude looks pretty cool. Let me go talk to him." Like,
whoa, look at his cloak.
it's weird to say that your friendships are forged out of force, but that's kind of how it is.
But it's easy though.
Yeah.
We have one thing in common. We all dislike the Navy.
Yeah. We all don't like being here.
We all hate being here.
And so, that's funny that you say that, but it's very true. There was the amount of black kids that went to my school when I was in high school was like 4.
No, yeah.
So like,
I agree.
Coming to the Navy and like, I don't know how to say this in a way that doesn't sound weird, but like, wow, there's a lot of black people here.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Same with white people.
Even when I went to Compton, where my aunt lives, she lives in the part of Compton where all the Mexicans live. So it's not like I was there and like, wow, there's a whole lot here. There's just not a whole lot where I live.
That's same with Caucasians. I said white people earlier, but Caucasians. Because where I'm from is all Hispanics and not Filipinos, but Asians.
Yeah.
Pacific Islanders, whatever. So, being like in a room with 3 white guys, like we're all sharing a room, I'm just like, hey, what's up, guys? Like I didn't know how to interact with them, but
hello, gentlemen.
But they were all really cool and really chill. I mean, and they all like to drink, so
yeah, it's perfect.
Yep.
I went to
the moon. Big bro. What's up? Go to the gym, huh? Mommy? Ow, why? Why with the knuckle?
And so
he brought his chunkla out.
Fucking beat you. I went. God damn it,
to the moon.
Once I finished A school, and we were at the Franklin, and we had all those good times. I went to.
Dude, you did it again.
We had a power.
You fucking with me now?
We had a power out there actually. You guys ever have a power out?
A power out?
Yeah, we had a power outage on the whole base.
Like a brownout?
No, like we didn't have any power.
Oh yeah.
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 So that happened to us. Like as soon as we got back, like we were in that little in between part between the 2 buildings of the Franklin.
Yeah.
And the power goes out, and we go to turn around to leave base. Like we're just, fuck this. Then we're just gonna stay out because it's like Friday.
Yeah.
It's like Saturday to Sunday, and as soon as the power goes out and all the MTIs come out, whoever's out here, go sign in. Everybody's fucking has to stay. And we're
no.
Fuck, man. So we're all fucking. I don't know why. They should have just let us leave. Like, it's fucking stupid. I already signed out.
Yeah. I think that, because when you were talking about like your roommates were like 30-something years old, like if you really think about it, right? Like you get out of boot camp, you're stuck with like a lot of them are 18, 19 years old. Yeah. Get out right out of high school, right? But then you have the other ones where like fucking they're 30, but they still have to follow the same exact rules that us 19 or 18-year-olds are dealing with, right? So they can't go drink right away. Like they've been used to drinking all the time before the Navy, and now they like you have to get this first before you can go drink.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm 34. I've been drinking for like 20 years now. Like
I've been drinking for the last 14 years.
Exactly. So it's just like I find that crazy as well. Like you have to put away your like I'm an older person that has all this experience to now like I have to like follow these rules. And I mean, yeah, they break you down at boot camp, or they try to understand things like that, but I just still find it crazy. Like if I were to go to boot camp right now, go to Great Lakes, and they tell me no, you can't drink, I'm like, what the fuck? Like this is stupid.
Yeah.
Why'd I fucking do this?
Alright, I'm gonna go off base and go drink something.
Exactly. But yeah, I find that crazy, especially. Oh, I have another thing that I wanted to talk about. With all the friends that we were talking about, like us making friends, I actually have a friend on this ship that I've known since I got out of boot camp. Yeah, Horchata Mama, aka Paulina Verhagen.
Verhagen,
Dude, she's playing Assassin's Creed.
say hi.
She's playing Assassin's
Just
Creed.
have her say hi.
She's annoyed of us.
Did you hear it?
She said hello, dude. I'm in. Just kidding. But yeah, going through A school, obviously you're stuck with the people that's learning the same job as you or have similar jobs. But I mean, you get to meet people like how I met Reagan, like where you can be friends like the whole time you're in the Navy. Like I've known her since I got out of boot camp, so that's already almost 5 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's that's really crazy.
Yeah.
You don't realize how much time has passed until you actually
Yeah,
think about it.
5
and you're
fucking
like,
years,
wow,
bro.
I've known you for half a decade already.
Yeah. So I think that's really cool about the Navy. I mean, you get to meet people, cool people, really cool people, and you still can keep in touch with them. I mean, like, I haven't talked to church in a long time. I haven't talked to my buddies that I used to hang out with at Great Lakes all the time. But
It's almost, you feel almost as though, like, if you were to see them, like,
nothing's changed.
out in a bar, you'd be like, yo, what's up, man?
Yeah, nothing's changed.
Let's do these shots real quick.
Exactly. And I have friends like that at home. Don't get me wrong. But like with the Navy, when you go through school and you go through all the bullshit that it has, like you all experience just at different
Together.
places, like you could still all relate in some way. you
What's
know?
I used to have this saying for this scenario.
If life gives you lemons, you fuck the lemons.
What? No.
That's a quote from my friend Elmer Ramos.
No.
Oh, why
Just
not?
say fuck the lemons and bail. That's from a movie.
Fuck the lemons and what?
And bail?
And bail.
Yeah. Oh, camaraderie through commiseration.
Ah, commiseration.
Yeah.
I like that word. Miseration. Commiseration.
Commiseration. Which just is saying everything sucks for you, but it's sucking all at the same time, and you're experiencing it all together. So, goddamn. So that's what makes you guys closer and builds a stronger bond.
Yeah.
'Cause
It just sucks.
it just sucks. You're like, wow, this sucks. So after I finished day school, I moved to the Nice. I don't know if you also moved to the Nice.
No, I don't know Denise.
No, the Nice. Dude, you know the Nice. Fucking Ati.
Auntie. Yeah, no. No, I did not go to Denise.
Where'd you go? The Cole, you said?
So I went to the Cole, but I went to
The moon
in 1969.
Fuck you.
I thought they were gonna hit me again. Oh, I'm traumatized. No, I got a job.
Yeah, but
I
where'd
became
you
a
live?
yeoman.
Oh,
Yeah, I
at the
became a
Mustang.
yeoman.
Yeah.
No, I became a yeoman at the 600s at the North Carolina first, and then Verhagen and some other friends of mine went to the Jersey,
The Jersey.
and they suggested for me to go over there because they were all there.
Yeah.
So I was a
Nice.
yeoman for a long time. I think for like 8 months.
I was trying to get a yeoman position somewhere, but it just didn't end up working out for me.
Chime. So yeoman, there's an actual job in the Navy. They just kind of, I don't want to insult any yeomans, but they push paper basically. So they're doing a lot of admin stuff, admin work.
I don't want to insult any of you, but I'm about to insult you guys.
They do a lot of administrative work. So, like, they help you with your orders, PCSing to other commands and things like that.
Yeah.
Making sure you go to school on these dates specifically, you know, things like that. So
A ship
for-
yeoman.
yeah, ship yeoman does that. But for what I was doing was basically I volunteered to work at a barracks and basically assist the NMTIs there with all the paperwork and things like that
Yeah.
for the students that are living in the barracks. So
And he got to live at the barracks,
Yeah.
which are nice.
and a lot more it was a lot more lenient on us because we were technically out of school, so we still had a student status, but we weren't there to go to class anymore.
Yeah.
We were just waiting to
A lot
go
more
to our
freedoms.
next school. Yeah,
They've
a lot more freedoms.
you guys have shown.
Freedoms.
I think it's interesting that that's how a lot of
Freedoms.
places are though. Where like you've by
Freedoms.
completing by completing the school, you've proven to the command and like the people at the command that
You're a competent person.
Yeah, like when I know some dumb motherfuckers that finished that school.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I was one of them. But yeah, so I didn't. What he was talking about going to the Nice, that's
which is
where,
just another barracks.
yeah, it's just that's where they kept all the people waiting for school but they didn't get like a. I mean, some of them had jobs, but they weren't living at the barracks.
It
or
wasn't
something
a
like,
yeoman
job. Yeah.
Like, for example, my job for a little bit, I was the secretary for the career counselor at the A school building.
Oh, okay.
I was his little assistant, I guess.
Beach.
Kinda, yeah. We'd play this fucking game called Posoy.
Oh,
You know the game?
is he Filipino?
No, he's Mexican, but that's what the like his Filipino friends
Oh, okay.
on the ship used to play. You know that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played that in a long time. So the CO used to come of like the building and just hang out in there. This
Mhm.
commander,
Was he
bald-headed guy.
No. Was oh, I know what you're talking about. The short one?
No, he's not that short.
Probably not
The
that.
career counselor, he's this FC1 Rodriguez.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Was career counselor?
Is that who you had?
No, I have no idea who my career counselor was.
Yeah, so he'd come in and we all play Posoy together for like a couple rounds, and he's like, "All right, I gotta go back to work."
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
The lifestyle changes once you finish school. Like
Yeah.
you're saying.
like you're not allowed to have your phone in the A school building, but I'd like bring my phone and my charger and just like play on my phone
Yeah.
all day.
It's totally different.
So that was my job for a little bit, and then I became a CSAT president after the fact. All right, I joined the CSAT as a sports coordinator, and then they voted me to be the president.
Oh, okay.
But that vote was won because nobody else wanted to be the president.
Oh,
Because the president is the one that had to like talk in front of the
captains.
like whole command and talk in front of the captains, and they were like the face of it. So I had to go. I like organized a Halloween party with like one of the chiefs
Oh wow.
on the command to like be held in the hangar. I did that. I fucking any events that were like command wide, like they played a big game of zombie.
Yeah, I actually was there for that one.
Yeah, I
I didn't actually play, but
I helped coordinate that, and I had to act as a zombie, so I just like chased people around
Yeah.
for a while.
that's pretty cool.
Motherfuckers are fast. I was not fast back then. This when I had shin splints.
Oh really?
Yeah, and so we did bubble soccer. I don't know if they had that when you went there.
Don't know.
We organized.
It was either I was in my room, or I was drinking, or I was out of town. I didn't really do much
I
within
see.
the base.
Yeah, we had bubble soccer. I mean, I just organized a bunch of events, and I would go meet with the MWR, like the head of the MWR for the base,
Yeah.
to like show her my schedule, and then we'd like she'd say whether she could support that night with personnel or whatever. Or
Okay.
we'd but take like footballs and flag football stuff from the fucking MWR, and we'd go over to the night school barracks to Franklin and get on the 1MC and be like, hey, if anybody wants to come play flag football, like we'll be playing for the next 2 hours from like midnight to 2.
That's pretty cool.
If you guys want to come out, so we usually get a good turnout for that. So it'd be like 1 in the morning and we're playing football out there,
Wow.
and people would come by and be like, what are you guys doing out here? We're like, psh, CSAD, bitch, what's up?
Wow.
And they'd be
You
like,
should
"Alright."
you're like a leader and stuff.
Yeah, a little bit.
That really helped you out, huh?
I think I have a natural affinity towards kind of stuff like that,
Yeah.
and I think I'm also very personable. So when it comes to like talking to people and like getting things figured out, not only with like maybe older people who I have to coordinate things with, but like even selling stuff to maybe a younger crowd. I'm not gonna say all of our events were big hits because we definitely tried doing some stuff that just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Like we had like a Scrabble night that fucking not a lot of people came to.
Oh, okay.
We had a movie night. The big always the big motivator I came to find out was free food. If
Yeah.
we could secure free food, people were bound to show up. So like we'd go to the USO, and we'd pick up
yeah.
like crates of Gatorade and fucking Thin Mints and Girl Scout cookies and stuff, and we just take like these crates to the events to just have there. Like, yeah, hey, you guys want some fucking Girl Scout cookies, some
Yeah.
Gatorade?
Thin Mints
feel
are the
free,
shit, bro.
feel free to take some. I like the Thanks a Lots personally.
The what?
They're like chocolate strips.
I don't know.
Those are good.
The coconut ones with the
Those are Samoas.
Samoas.
But those are good too.
Those are good.
Um,
Dude, I'm on a diet.
yeah, stop talking about that stuff. But that was a good time, and it gave me duty free, which was also a plus,
Yeah.
which kind of evened out because I had to go to events like 3 nights a week, anyways.
Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot. Oh, continue.
So I was just at the Nice, and I stayed there for about 6 months. But I think for the 4 of those 6 months, I was actually the CSAT president, and so I had to like find my replacement for one, and kind of get my stuff together. I had a girlfriend at the time,
Nice.
so
She hot or?
she was very cute. That's all I'll say about that.
Okay.
So we're coordinating us driving down to Dahlgren together.
Oh,
because
okay.
We ended up being in the same class after we finally picked orders.
I don't. Okay.
So that was kind of like a nice gist of my A-school time, not right? From kind of getting there to, you know, finally leaving after being in Holtz for 6 months and
Yeah.
being in my, as you said, leadership position. There was one time, real quick, you like this one. So we used to give out, for people who came to our events and won the event, we'd give out BZs to like runner-ups, and then we'd give out duty day off slips to the like winners of the event or whatever.
Yeah.
Whether it was like a group thing or whatever. So that was also a big thing to pull people in. Like people would just come to the event, get their BZ, and fucking dip. And then a lot of people wonder why they could get so many duty days off, and fucking because 3 BZs gives you 1 duty day off, and you can get a DDO.
Yeah.
So we were like, how do you get these? Like, oh, I go to the CSAT event, and they usually like just give them out. And I was like in charge of it, so I was like, fucking yeah. If like 5 people showed up, I would just give all 5 of those people BZs. And but it came to a point where people were coming to me and saying, and this is like as I'm running the event, like yeah, and then whoever wins gets a BZ or whoever wins gets a DDO. Some people would be like, hey, my barracks isn't honoring my DDO, so I'll go to turn it in with a chip for a duty day off, and they'll tell me that it's not good and that I can't use it. And I was like, oh well, fuck. Like one of our main selling points is that we can hand these out.
Yeah.
And now you're telling me that people can't use them. Like they were making them get 3 DDOs to get a duty day off.
Oh wow, really?
Opposed to 3 BZs.
Oh, because of how often it was given out. Or
Yeah,
something?
exactly.
Okay.
Or not even how often. They were just fucking getting aggravated, I guess. Because really, like, towards the latter end of my CSAT presidency, a lot of people weren't coming out, so it wasn't even like I was giving a bunch out to like the 4,000 students that went there. I probably handed out like 30 in a month, you know.
Okay.
And so I talked to my LPO, this YN2, about it. YN2 more. Do you know him?
The
gay guy?
Black gay guy.
Yeah. He's my LPO.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Who's the master of the CMC while you were there? The CMC is the senior enlisted personnel.
I'm not really sure.
You remember? Mine was Master Chief Kirby. And
Sounds
then
familiar.
We had this dude named Captain Vliet.
Yeah.
You guys had Vliet?
Probably in the very beginning
Yeah.
of my time.
I think he was like on the way out. Somebody told me that he got like a DUI and got like forced retired or something.
No idea.
Yeah,
I really didn't pay attention to the.
But like his big thing was like, don't fuck up while you're drinking. Do not fuck up.
And then
That's what people were saying, that he got a DUI, but I don't know how true it is.
Okay.
But either way, I told my LPO, like, hey, people are saying they're not honoring the BZs, and that's one of our main things, like, that we can offer people, is that if they come to the event, we can give them BZs, and we're backed by CMC. Like, the BZs are signed and backed by the CMC.
So
like, fucking the Master Chief of the base is saying, like, I'm authorizing this, basically. And then we had like this potluck that the CMC was going to come to.
Yeah.
Kind of a non-formal thing, just us hanging out, really. And so I asked my LPO if I could tell Master Chief about it, and he's like, ask Chief if you think you should tell him about it. And I asked Chief, and Chief was all like, no, like, I don't think that's really something pertinent to bring up to him at this point. And I was like, oh, okay.
What?
And so we're all eating and kind of hanging out, and somebody said something, and it was like the perfect segue for me, where I was just like, oh yeah, just like they're not honoring the BZs at the barracks and stuff. And then like it was like ting ting, like people skirt. And the chief looks at me like, motherfucker. And YN2 looks at me like, god damn it.
Yeah.
And Master Chief goes like, you say they're not honoring the BZs at the barracks? And I was like, oh, like trying to pretend like I didn't mean to do that, but I definitely did. Yeah, some of the people were just telling me that the DDOs and BZs aren't being honored, so, you know, it's kind of hard. He's like, they know, the chiefs of the barracks know those are signed by me, right? And I was like, I mean, we try and tell them, Master Chief, but you know, it's their choice, I guess. And he's like, oh, really? Okay, I'll go ahead and take care of that.
Oh
then.
God, it's like you sending out that email.
I've been a fucking I'm a diamond senior enlisted out for years. And so after that, they started accepting our BZs and shit. Because
Nice.
we'd like go to the barracks and be like, Master Chief said it's okay.
Yeah.
So what's up?
Damn.
I got the big boss behind me.
That's crazy though. Like you were in a position where you were able to talk to the higher chain of command
Weekly.
often. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd never even seen the man. Those guys.
Really?
Maybe like once or twice. Like when I was going through school there, like kind of even not now, but like the khaki, even like first classes, like honestly even second classes, like I didn't have that mentality of them being like us, like how we are on a, because like I was still new to the Navy, fucking brand new, didn't get into like a leadership position to be able to interact with higher ranking people. So
I worked in that main building.
yeah,
So I was
know what
like-
you're talking about.
Traversing those P-ways all the time. People would be like, what are you doing here? I was like, I'm CSAD. And they'd be like, alright.
Yeah, so it's like I didn't have that. I wasn't exposed to something like that until
Also-
I got here.
Also, people
Or actually, no, fucking.
our office is where the
It's
copier was.
Okay.
So we had like the CSAT office, and then the copier was in the CSAT office. So people would come in and be like, I need to make some copies. And we're like it's ours or whatever. Oh yeah, sure, go ahead. But it's definitely not ours. It's more of the CSAT office was in the copy room more
Yeah.
than the copier was in the CSAT office.
I wanted to bring up, actually, I forgot. At A school, no, at ATT, I actually joined the choir there.
Okay, for the church.
Yeah, for the church.
Yeah.
So, because you brought up that you were duty free because you were in CSAT.
Yeah, I used to work the soundboard for the choir
Oh, really?
for like a month and a half. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so like, I used to sing for them too. So every Sunday, we'd go to church, we'd sing. I think it was just one service.
Yeah.
Yeah, one service, and I didn't have any duty. So that was I technically was already duty free for like a really long time when I was at Great Lakes.
Yeah.
And then I went to become a yeoman, which I was also duty free. Well, kind of. Not really, but yeah. So that's why I bring that up, because duty free.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my girlfriend at the time was definitely really jealous.
Oh, that you were duty free?
Because I was section leader for a long time too, so I didn't stand on a watch, and then I was
Yeah.
duty free, so they're like, you don't fucking stand on watch ever.
Yeah.
I'm a leader.
I'm a leader. I'm a singer.
But yeah, so we did the 12-hour drive down from.
Oh, from
Did you guys drive?
Great Lakes to Dahlgren?
Great Lakes to Dahlgren, yeah.
No. Fuck.
It was fucking.
I didn't have a car.
I had to learn how to drive manual. I didn't know how to drive manual before that. but
On
her-
the way there.
Her little Hyundai Elantra hatchback was manual.
Wow.
So she was like, I'm not going to drive the full 12 hours, so you need to learn how to drive manual so we can split it.
Okay.
So she taught me how to drive manual
Jesus.
before we left, and by the time we left, I was fine. I could do it on my own.
Yeah, no. I flew. I went to California, then I went to Virginia.
Yeah,
And then actually, Paulina picked me up at the airport.
I had a lot of shit.
I didn't accumulate that much stuff. I gave away a lot of it. So.
Yeah.
Or I just brought it home and left it there.
The Dahlgren was a little bit different, a lot freer. I'd say
A lot freer.
like a lot more freedoms right away,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
You could drink.
There wasn't. Yeah, even if you weren't 21.
Dude, no. What?
Oh, sorry.
What's wrong with
No,
you?
Never mind. But there was a lot fucking less to do around there.
Oh, yeah.
It was a very.
Oh, yeah.
It was out in the middle of nowhere.
It's like an hour away both ways to go to like an actual city with like a fucking shopping center
Yeah,
or
or
like
fucking.
like lines and lines of restaurants and stuff
Yeah,
like
we
that.
had like a Walmart and like a
Ooh.
little
tropical smoothie.
tropical smoothie.
You used to get that
I
shit?
didn't have that. We didn't have that.
Oh, you didn't have that at the
No.
time? Dude, I used to go there like...
There was like that GameStop, that Walmart. They were like just building the IHOP.
Oh, okay.
They had like Hibbit Sports and Five Below and whatever it was else over there, but it was like two little shopping centers.
It wasn't even... It was like a little strip. But the closest cities were like Waldorf and Fredericksburg.
Yeah.
So that was...
Which are like still like 45
yeah,
minutes away.
45 hour away. And I still didn't have a car. So, yeah, I would just
Spent a lot of time on base.
On
Although
base.
going from Great Lakes to there, like that base, at least where all your stuff is, where like all the things you would possibly go to,
yeah.
is a lot closer to each other. So
Yep.
commute time from place to place wasn't that bad.
Yep.
Also, they served beer at the bowling alley
Yeah.
through the subway,
Yeah.
and so people would like my friends would get drunk at the bowling alley, and we'd walk back. I remember specifically one time we walked out and my friend was like pretty drunk, but he was a really silly guy. So he saw like the Scooby-Doo inflatable Christmas fucking thing, and he's like, "Yo, fucking Scooby-Doo's giving me a weird fucking look." And we're like, "What are you talking about, Castro?" And he's like, "I'm gonna fuck him up, bro."
Oh
And
my
he's like,
god.
we like have a video of him and he does like a roundhouse kick and misses and like falls on his ass. And he like gets up, he's like, "Don't say anything about this." And we're like, "Dude, Scooby-Doo fucked your ass up." He goes, "Shut up, man. He didn't do shit." Like, he was a funny guy like that.
So
Yeah, that was blatant.
at Doggood, so we were able to drink in the barracks, and basically the next over there was just a fucking liquor store.
Yeah.
Like that's literally what it was. So obviously people would drink there at the barracks. You know, sometimes we would go out, or we would just chill in each other's rooms, just chill, drink. You know,
Yeah.
play video games and stuff like that. Where it was like, since it was a normal thing, it wasn't like that crazy of a, oh fuck yeah, I get a drink again today.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like it was just like a normal now, like, oh, I'm just gonna get a beer like while I play games. you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
We're gonna grill out here for a little bit, have some beers, hang
Yeah.
out.
So, I actually forgot. I'm gonna roll back in time. So, when I was in Chicago, or not Chicago, Great Lakes, we always went out in town to Chicago. So
Yeah.
we took the train all the way down.
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah, I mean, I did that a lot too.
yeah. So they would always say no hotel parties. Don't have any hotel parties, but hotel parties were always a thing, dude.
Way to just admit to that.
I didn't say I'd go to it. I'm just
Oh.
saying it was a thing.
So you knew about them, but you didn't say anything.
Dude, I didn't know where
That's
they
what
were.
I thought.
I wasn't invited. I'm not cool. But anyways, so we would go down to Chicago. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of us spent a lot of money on buying hotels, like, cause you don't want to go back to base.
Yeah.
If you're already in Chicago,
I spent
and you can stay
so
overnight-
much money on hotels.
Yeah. And it's just like
Just to fuck.
that too. And yeah, I mean, Chicago was really cool though. It was a lot cleaner.
Then
To
LA.
me, LA is fucking dirty as shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Even Melrose,
it's fucking bad.
where it's like,
We're supposed to be high class, like high end
it's
shit,
fucking
but
dirty right there.
Chicago was nice. Like, even in the winter, like, it was a nice time.
It's cold as fuck.
Yeah, it was cold, but we definitely did that a lot. Like, we would have a group of friends. That's what I was saying. Like, a group of people that you wouldn't even see ever hanging out in high school.
Yeah.
Going out to Chicago with backpacks on, and fucking going and staying at a hotel. You know what I
see
mean?
that group of people walking by, like adjacent to you with their backpacks on.
Yeah,
and
and
you're
you're
like, you know what's about to go down.
You know damn well they have like
and if
a
they get close enough, you just hear ting ting ting
Yeah.
ting. What's in your backpack, man?
yeah, because when you were saying what did you say, the whiskey and the coke?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the fucking Jameson bottle and the fucking Coke
Yeah,
bottle in the
yeah.
backpack. Oh, fucking good.
Ting 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 ting.
But we'd also Airbnb. I remember one time specifically. Where you going? Just ended. Now battery died. So one time specifically, we went to do an Airbnb all the way up in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee.
That's cool. Yeah.
So we did that, which was honestly really fun. Horchata Mom was there, and everybody got fucked up. Like, it was a big ass fucking house. Everybody got trashed, but it was all fun. Oh, the only reason why I bring this up is because I remember one time. I don't think he was drunk. I hope he wasn't drunk, but he was driving because this was the Airbnb was like in the middle of like the forest.
Yeah.
Right. So we get there, and like there's some windy roads, and like at the end of the road where it like hits the main street, it's like there's like a ditch. This motherfucker drove off into the ditch. Like, his whole car was like the whole ass in the car was in the ditch.
Yeah.
And they had to get like a tow truck to come out and fucking pull it out.
Jeez.
That shit was crazy. I didn't even know it happened until the next day.
Yeah.
Because we were just all chilling at the
Was
house.
it just dark around there?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I just wanted to go back because like definitely going out of Chicago all the time was definitely a thing that I used to do because it was like a new place. I've never been there, So we would
We
go
have
out
a lot
there all
of
the
good eating
time.
places out there too.
Yep.
though.
And a lot of free like museums and
Yeah,
entertainment that we could do as active duty. Because they definitely supported us being there. So.
Plenty of stuff out there.
Oh, I'm good about it.
Now that he's gone, I don't got anything right now. See you later. I mean, we do our weekend trips also. Those are the times that I would go and drink when we went into Chicago and stuff. They took me out for my 20th birthday, and we went to this hostel, and I got moderately drunk.
Yeah.
And just kidding, I got like super fucked up. And my friend like handed me maybe like if you have a regular fifth of Captain Morgan, there was like this much left in it. And he's like, he handed me the bottle, just telling me to like take a pull.
Yeah.
And I drank the rest of it. And he's like, that's not what I. Fuck.
Oh fuck, he's
Dude,
fucked up.
Yeah, I was fucked up. We went to this bowling alley, and this is like young in my drinking career.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to conduct myself and how to, pace or whatever. So
Yeah.
I'm just drinking. And we went to this bowling alley where it was 21 and up only. And they're like, hey man, like it's his birthday. We're all older than he is, but we're trying to take him out, show him a good time. Like, can you just let him in? And they're like, no, we can't let him in. He's not 21. And he looks really drunk anyways. Like, you guys should probably take him home. And they're like, no, he's cool. Like, just let us in. We're just gonna hang out. And he's like, all right, I'll let you guys in. So he lets us in, and right away I start causing fucking mad fucking problems, dude. I went up to the security guard who was like sent to watch us, and he was a Mexican dude, and I was like saying stuff in what I thought was Spanish. And I look at my friend and I hit him on the chest and go, tell him what I said. And he's like, motherfucker, you're not saying anything. Shut up. And I went in the bathroom to go throw up, and this random person like brought me water and like, you look like you're fucked up right now. But yeah, I was pretty trash that day.
Yeah, that's nice
But
person though.
It was a good little memory for us. We all laughed about it the next day. Like, I didn't cause too much trouble. Like, I didn't piss anybody off. Everybody was just like, damn it, we got him too fucked up. Like,
Yeah, too fast at least.
If there's anybody to blame, like, it's clearly us, because we were
The ones that are drinking the alcohol.
We were giving him all this shit to drink.
Well, I mean, if you're going into the military right after high school, I mean, you're gonna have to experience that the downfalls of drinking too much.
Yeah.
At least you're gonna have to in some way, which is you in the military doing it. So, I definitely did that when I was starting off drinking anyway. So, but we can go back
to C school.
Yeah.
So back to the C school phase. School was really stressful there too, because you're already rated at that point.
Yeah.
But still, you could potentially lose your job by failing a test or whatever.
Dude, I'm like eating all of this shit.
So it was still stressful, and you couldn't take any of your study material home.
Yeah.
And if you did, you had a never mind. You got a prison pocket for a reason, So
they would literally check your bags when you get out of the class.
Yeah, if you wanted to study, you'd have to come back to the schoolhouse, get your stuff, and study there. You couldn't just like study in your room or whatever, which was kind of cool and kind of not, because you obviously couldn't study at home. But then when you got home, you didn't have anything to study. You're like, well, wash my hands of that. Ain't nothing I can do about it now.
Yep.
The schoolhouse was open like 24/7 pretty much, so you can go back whenever.
Yeah, because they had nights and days. They
And
had mids, eves, and nights or days. Sorry.
And it was pretty lax there. I had a hotel room. I know you had a regular barracks.
No.
What?
I was in the hotel room, just with 4 other people.
Yeah,
or
no,
3 other people.
no. I had a whole hotel room, like living room and bedroom, to myself.
Yeah, get it.
Rich bitch. So that was pretty cool. Me and my friend threw a lot of cooking parties at our friend's apartment.
Yeah.
So we'd like go up to her name was Emily. It was me and my friend Clarence. We'd be like, hey, Emily.
Clarence?
Yeah, Clarence Lamont, you know him.
No.
He went to fucking
Dude, he has his name at the stores all the time.
Woodbridge. You know? And Clarence's parents have a really good marriage. That guy?
No, dude.
Whatever.
You never seen Clarence's name in all the stores? Clarence.
You're so stupid. I hate you for that one.
Sorry. I had to keep going with the joke. I had to sink in at least.
You're so dumb. But we go to our friend and we'd be like, hey, can we cook at your house tonight? And she'd be like, sure, because like she got free dinner and she liked having everybody over to hang out. So we'd have like 10 or 15 people there, like in her apartment, and it'd just be me and my friend Clarence cooking for everybody. So we'd go to Walmart and he'd be like, what are we gonna make? And I'd be like, let's just have the food speak to us. And he's like, all right. So we'd just walk around and be like, oh, this would be good. And we'd make a meal just based on what we saw at Walmart.
That's cool.
We did that a couple times actually. That was fun. Every time we did that, everybody had a good time.
Yeah.
Like, whoever came.
I mean, the newer barracks that are there, they also had their own electronic
Yeah,
stoves
a
and
little
stuff like
stove.
that. So, I mean, I've definitely made food over there too, at my friends' barracks and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So,
We went to DC a couple times. It was like an hour away from DC.
you know, I went there maybe once or twice.
Like I said, I still had a girlfriend at the time. So I remember specifically one time we went to a Nationals game.
Oh.
And the plan was for her to drive up there, and I drink up like on the way up there with my friend,
Yeah.
and then I'd sober up at the game, she'd drink at the game, and then I drive back down.
Good plan, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, but it just turned into me getting drunk on the way up there, and then continuing to drink
Oh.
with all my friends. Like we were all friends together, but they all liked me more.
Ah.
So like, as soon as we fucking hit the stadium, they're like, "Yo, like, I'm gonna get you a beer," and I was like, "Yeah, okay." And they just kept buying me beer, so I was just chugging beer, and got smashed. I
Okay.
got smashed at the game, and we needed to make our way back down, and she was super pissed because she didn't get to drink at all. And usually I remember where the car is, but I'm so fucked up, like I don't remember.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Where's the car? Don't you know?" And I'm like, "Dude, I have no fucking clue."
Dude, you're a good boyfriend, dude.
I told you not to drink so much. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Take my drunkenness away?
Yeah. You gonna leave me here or something? So that was pretty good.
I'm trying to think what else. Oh, we went paintballing one time at Southern Maryland or something like that. Like
Yeah.
right across the bridge. And so we went paintballing there for the first time, for me at least. And then we enjoyed it so much that we talked to MWR on base for them to hold a paintball thing. Because like they have a little, like a really tiny, that's not even like a football field size. It's like small paintball little area.
I know what you're talking about.
So we played there for like a couple of games, and MWR like gave us the guns and the paintballs and
Yeah,
stuff like
that's
that.
cool.
So I guess that was some entertainment we had there. I mean, I even actually brought my GoPro at the time and like fucking had it mounted on my head. And
Yeah.
fucking doing crazy shit.
We bowled a lot. That was our big thing.
Yeah.
We bowled all the time. Like, you bored? Let's go bowl.
Yeah.
We get out of school early. You wanna go bowl? Let's go to Subway. Let's get a quick game of bowl.
Subway. Subway
We'd be
was so
like
good.
in N-dubs
Yeah.
bowling with the fucking shoes on.
Fuck it.
They didn't care. So once I finished C school, I had a car already at the time.
Yeah.
So I went from C school straight over to the Norfolk base,
Okay.
and it was like a 3-hour drive, I think.
What's up?
Do you know where the ropes are at?
The ropes. Reagan, can you have me some of the ropes, please?
Sorry you had to get woken up this morning.
Here, just give me the whole box.
Just everybody being fucking stupid, like usual.
Yeah, he was very displeased. Sorry about that, everybody.
Oh fuck.
I'm at the camera.
Okay. You're stupid. I hate you. God damn you.
So when I got to the ship, they were out on Ball Tops, which is like a 2-month-long underway over into the Baltic Sea. So they stopped in like Belgium and fucking Croatia and Romania.
The cool places.
Yeah, all these fucking cool places. And I was supposed to go with them, but it turned out that they didn't have enough room on the ship for me.
Damn.
So they were like, "You're gonna come. You can come with us." I was like, "Cool, I'll come." And then when it came down to it, they're like, "Oh, you can't come. We don't have enough room for you. So just go home, I guess." And I was like, "Man, you should have told me that shit." Fucking. back when
Go home, as in like.
go take my transfer leave back in California.
Oh, okay.
So I finally get there, and by the time I get back, they're still on ball tops, and I
So you're
stay.
still waiting.
I stay at TPU, the Transient Personnel Unit, which is just like a fancy fancy way of saying everybody here is on holds, just waiting for their ship to get back.
Yeah.
And so
Or waiting to get out of the Navy.
or waiting to get out of the Navy, yeah. And so they sent me there until the ship came back, but that was like two months.
Really?
I was there for 2 months, so I
At TPU.
yeah, all I did was muster in the morning, and then like I would stand a watch once a week.
The desk one.
yeah,
where you just
one-
check IDs?
one 5-hour watch a week.
Wow. That must have been tough.
It was a very easy life, but it was very boring and unfulfilling because I wasn't doing anything. And you know when you like get out of A school and C school, I don't know. Well, maybe I don't know for you, but I was like, man, I want to get to my ship and start doing Navy stuff.
Yeah.
And then I got to my ship, and then so the ship finally pulls back in, and I go meet up with the guys, and I check in like that following Monday. And like within 3 days, they have me busting rust
Nice.
and working topside in like the July heat.
And then what happened? What did you think about that?
And I was all like, man, this fucking sucks.
This fucking blows.
I would make a joke with my chief and my divo at the time would come out there and be like, so Ramirez, how's it going? Like, how you liking the ship? Kind of being like assholes about it, but those guys were cool. Like they obviously knew that it sucked. They
Yeah.
weren't trying to make it seem like it was better, but they're asking me like, checking in on me while at the same time like throwing some humor in there.
Yeah.
And so I'd be like, you know, sir, all through my A school and C school, I was promised air-conditioned spaces. And I'll tell you what, it's not fucking air-conditioned out here. And I'm pissed. And he's like, haha, that's pretty funny. So that was my mantra for a while. Was like, anytime something sucked, I would be like, air-conditioned spaces?
Mantra.
And then I went cranking, and the suck continued. Then we went on deployment.
Yeah. Chime. I don't know why I keep doing that. It's
No,
kind of
it's
fun
funny.
though. It's kind of fun to do that. Cranking. You'd be a food service assistant. So you'd be basically
It's attendant,
assisting.
but okay.
Is it attendant?
Yeah.
Oh. Assistant. And so all you're doing is assisting the culinary specialists on board the ship by helping them serve food, clean the mess decks, work in the scullery,
Which is where they wash the dishes.
throw out a fuck ton of trash all the goddamn time,
Lots of trash.
and help them bring food up to the galley. The galley is where they cook the food.
That's a 4-month thing.
Yeah, out of your fucking however long you're supposed to be on the ship. We were supposed to be in for 5 years, but still, they literally take you out of your division to fucking do that shit. They take you
Sucks.
away from like learning all the shit that you need to do for your job, like lose all the experience within the 4 months, because a lot of things can happen in 4 months.
Yeah.
In relation to your job, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that 4 months is just taken out of you.
And you may be thinking right
Fucking
now, like,
sucks.
well, why didn't you just go do both?
No.
But the schedule for cranking is like you have to serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner
Yep.
sometimes. So if you have to serve breakfast and breakfast starts at 6, that means you got to be here at 5. And to be here at 5, that means you got to wake up at 4:30.
4:30, yeah.
And that's just to leave at 4:30. So really, you're waking up at like 4:15,
Yep.
and you're not getting home till like
17, 18. No, I would say like
now, like
18, 19, maybe 19.
1900, 1930.
that is 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So from getting up at 4:15 to 7 p.m.
Yeah.
you're pretty much on the clock
It's
doing
yeah,
shit.
it fucking blows, and you're just exhausted from doing bullshit work. So don't ever say anything about you can do both.
Yeah, no.
Unchime.
Talk about fucking you don't know anything till you work in the service industry. Industry. Well, I've worked in the service industry for the Navy, and let me tell you, I know a thing or two.
It's twash.
It fucking sucks. And we both worked in the wardroom.
Yeah.
That's like serving the officers and stuff.
Yeah. It's okay. Import, it's okay.
I didn't. Get
I can't
that.
complain import.
I didn't get that import.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I feel bad for people that do it underway. But just to talk about when I got to the ship, I personally didn't like when I got to the ship was in the yards, so the ship was out of the water, fucking on
You
fucking
got here during dry dock.
yeah. I got here during dry dock, so like they were saying like, oh yeah, when you get to your ship, you're like you be ready to go out and do great things for the Navy.
Yeah.
And I get to the ship and it's not even in the fucking water.
It's
like
fucking
that's
me being a prick to everybody.
what?
You brought up the chip.
Oh, dude, that shit was so funny. I had to. But it was like the ship wasn't in the water, so we were literally doing nothing. Well, not literally, but like our equipment was off. A lot of the things that we normally would do when the ship is on, like you're not doing it because they're fixing things.
It's funny that you say when the ship is on, because
The ship is technically on.
Yeah, no, like outside looking in, he's like, "What do you mean the ship is on? Like you turn on the ship?" But like, yeah, literally, you turn on the ship. Like
the generators,
the
and all that
AC
stuff.
units, the fucking freshwater
Yeah.
systems. Like you turn the ship on.
Yeah. So when I got to my ship, like I was expecting like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do good things now. Like this is gonna be great. And then I get to the ship and we're in the fucking yards.
Yeah. Not doing
So yeah. So my first experience of seeing a ship was not even in the water, which is the total opposite of what
which is
ships
crazy.
do.
like dry dock is a crazy thing to look at.
Yeah.
You go in there and you're like,
They literally pulled the yeah. I was looking at the under part, like under the ship, at the hull of the ship. So yeah, that was my experience when I first got here, and I personally chose to not live on the ship, which I was surprised they allowed me to. But usually people that first get here, they sleep on the ship, stay on the ship for a certain amount of time, and then they can have the ability to.
that's not really been a thing here.
Yeah, that's what I was told it was gonna be. That one's then.
Like the phases of liberty.
Yeah.
In A school barracks, some ships have the same type thing where you have to live on the ship for 60 days before you're allowed to go move or live anywhere else. But I've never found that to be a thing on this ship since I've gotten here.
Yeah.
Pretty much once you get here, if you want to go live out in town, they don't. Not that they don't care, but it's your choice pretty much.
Yeah, if it's your choice to spend your own money instead of living on the ship where it's just basically provided for
Even
you.
with like PPV, like they don't care how long you've been here. Like you do your PPV paperwork as soon as you get here.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my choice. I definitely did not want to stay on the ship. It's just my mentality was, if I had an opportunity to not be in the military, air quotes, I would take it.
Dude, you're a sailor 24/7.
Exactly. So I'll be a sailor at home in my apartment. Cause like for like deployment, like we're literally stuck on the ship, living here, eating here, taking shits here, fucking working here.
You shit here?
Sometimes. Dude, I take my clothes off. What? Anyways, so it's like I'd rather take any opportunity to not have to be like in a military life.
I was
Because
on the
if they-
ship for 2 weeks.
And how'd
It
you
was
like that?
Fucking terrible. man.
Exactly.
It was so bad.
I think the point of like when you're in port and you're living on the ship, like in the ship, like that fucking blows.
Yeah,
Like-
no, it sucks for sure.
Everyone's literally going home with their family or their own apartments, and you're here like,
I don't
"Oh, see you
know.
guys."
Holstein did it for like 4 or 5 months before we left for deployment. He like lived on the ship the whole time. I don't know how he did it.
Yeah, no. I think C school kind of helped me transition to that kind of mindset where it's like, if I don't have to be here, I'm gonna try my best to not be here.
Yeah. It was weird too,
Because this is work now.
because I had a girlfriend. I still the same girlfriend this whole time. From A school to my first year on the ship, at least, I had the same girlfriend. And so we'd both get off work. We're on different ships, and we'd like meet up at the gym or wherever, kind of take a shower at the gym,
Oh,
and then we'd like still wanted to hang out, yeah, but didn't have anywhere to go really. So we just like hang out in the parking lot at the Nex. Or, like,
oh really? Yeah.
Go to
I mean
the
that
Nex
makes
for a
sense.
little bit and hang out there.
Because
walk
it's not
around.
like you can like, oh hey, come over.
yeah,
Let's
and we
go
didn't-
hang out.
Exactly.
on the
We
ship.
we didn't really know, and we weren't really about like the sailor centers, like the little hangout spots that
Yeah.
they provide for like, E3s with nothing and no family and stuff like that.
Damn.
Shit. And we didn't really know about any of the places around town yet, so we didn't
Yeah, we
know where to go to just chill or
Chill.
whatever. So once we finally moved into a place together,
You had that place as an outlet to hang out.
go hang out and.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, like, even if it's my own money, I find that it was worth it, because, like, it's definitely a good way to...
You definitely found little
Get
places
away.
that were maybe not in the best areas, but were pretty good.
Well,
for
so the
amount of
one-
money that you were paying.
Yeah, the first one that I lived at wasn't that bad. It was right next to that Harris Teeter,
Yeah.
so that area wasn't bad at all. It just was small.
The one in Ghent?
No, it's right off the freeway, military. Or is it not military highway? The Harris Teeter, the fucking Blaze Pizza, McDonald's, Taco Bell, KFC. It's
I know-
Grammy Street. Grammy
I know
Street.
what
There
you're
you
talking
go.
about, yeah.
So like right there, that's where I first moved, and it was a nice place. I mean, don't get me wrong. But
That's where I tried doing the front flip.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that place. Yeah.
He ate it.
I landed right on my heel.
And yeah, you let on your heel and you had something to do. I can't remember what it was.
I think I had to run for something.
You had to do something, and you fucking fucked your heel up. I can't remember.
Whatever it was, I still passed.
yeah. But yeah, I honestly, it's been worth it ever since I've gone to Norfolk. Like, I'd rather, it's like me being able to separate work and like my own life, for sure. Because I was like, you know, both of those things collided all the time when you're in the student status. You didn't really have that own life type of feel.
If you don't mind me moving forward,
Yeah, no,
I'm about to transfer within a year. So like I was saying, I'm up to pick orders
yeah.
pretty soon, and I'm actually pretty excited to move. One, to move to a new place. Kind of, again, this might sound weird, where I don't know anybody, so it's almost like starting over.
Yeah, starting fresh.
Yeah, it's not that I want a fresh start per se, but it's just, you know, something new, something different, and I'm a person who likes that kind of stuff and who like thrives in those type of scenarios and situations.
Yeah.
Or at least I hope I will as time goes on. But I'm also excited to get a place by myself and get
Dude, what about me?
you'll be my neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Get a place by myself and get a place where I'm kind of not like, oh, well, hey, you want to move in with me, bud? You know, it's kind of like truly the first time, because when you first get to the ship, there's a lot of people there to like help you do stuff
Yeah.
because you don't know what you're doing. But I feel like I've gained an experience now, so where I move this time,
I know what to do.
It'll
for
be
myself.
just
Yeah.
all me by myself, how I want to do things, whatever. And then, you know, it would be more like a work situation where I go to work and I can just come home and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited for the next chapter, which is still a year away in
But
my
still,
life. But that's gonna
still coming in.
it's gonna come by fast. Yeah. Once
Yeah.
we get back from deployment and go through the yards and all that stuff, it's gonna
Yeah, that is true.
start rolling.
All those sound.
Dude,
Yeah.
how are you good at whistling?
I'm really good at whistling.
Oh, okay.
Don't you ever doubt me again. But okay, fast forwarding it then. Yeah, I'm getting out of the Navy.
Dude,
so,
what?
yeah.
I thought you were re-enlisting.
Shut up. That's what Chief said yesterday when he was doing my brief on my
What?
fucking evals. He's like, yeah, I put this in here because I know you have good leadership qualities. So when you do re-enlist, when you do re-enlist, I can put you in those leadership positions. And I was like, what? What did you say? He's like, when you re-enlist, or like when you still have the opportunity to. I'm like, yeah, okay. Thanks for the eval.
Whatever, weirdo.
But same thing though. I'm gonna be going back to California. My plan is to help buy a house for my parents, so they can live there, and I can also invest in that as well.
Yeah.
But for more of being able to pay off this house, so when my parents do leave, go back to the Philippines, a good portion of it would be paid off, and then I can move back in and continue on the payments.
Yeah.
But I know that for a fact they should probably get out of the house that they're in right now, and I can help them with that for sure. And then I'm probably gonna start school.
CompTIA?
CompTIA. Yeah, I'm trying to become a IT after learning about their job description here in the Navy. I feel like it's something I would like to do. I would like to work remotely and just stay at home forever and do things like this, bringing entertainment to the wonderful people of Earth.
Spotify.
Oh, yeah, Spotify.
Or on Earth.
On Earth. Yeah.
But hey guys, that was episode 10. Thanks for listening. How long did that run?
It's like almost an hour and 40.
That was a long time.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm still surprised that we still do that for every ending of the episode.
I like it.
I don't.
You don't like it?
No, I do. I mean, I don't.
Alright.
Whatever. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for coming to episode 10. We'll be back next week, episode 11. Fucking brown boys
Are us.
go to Yemen.
Yemen, dude. What is that? What was that?
That's our outro music.
Oh my god, that was too loud.